to my channel, guys. This is going to be a reading for the air signs and the earth signs. Okay, we're going to take what resonates with us and we're going to leave the rest behind. Let that energy exchange be for those who it's for. Ooh, we got droppers. We got jumpers. Ooh. So right out the gate, you guys may be in a very matured energy, and this is just in general for both of you. A matured energy, very soft, very delicate, very feminine, yet very firm, very this would be the 9 here of Pentacles. No, it's the 9 of Swords with the 9 of Cups. Ace of Sword, King of Sword, 9 of Sword, 9 of Cups. I think you guys are in this energy here where you want to get some things, or you're able to speak your truth in a very fluid way, in a very firm way. I can't. This energy is interesting. They gave it right back, you guys. I'm not playing. They gave it right back, minus the anchor, but with the rider again. Air signs, earth signs, I really feel like there's some information coming to you, or you're going to be giving a message. It won't be harsh. It'll be very light in communication. It'll be very feminine, undertone, overtone to it. There's an energy here where there's something that needs to be said, especially with the letter. And the letter can also be of an intimate nature. It could be something personal from the deliverer. The writer is also significant of that person actually showing up in your experience to deliver this message. Interesting, because the writer is physical. They're going to show up to give the message, but the letter is distant. They're going to send it. So for some of you, it's two sides of the coin. Some of you, you're going to be giving or receiving a message. Very honest. Air signs, earth signs, I would say be open to communication. Overall, as an overall message, because it felt important to give. It felt, and they just drew my attention to the clover and the mask. They just brought the mask again for me to see. The book. There's something coming out. There's a truth coming to you guys. So let's start with the air signs. What do my air signs need to know here? What do my air signs need to know here? I've got like incense. I just lit the incense, guys. Oh, we have the cloud under the bottom. There's clarity coming. Oh my goodness. Air signs, air signs. What do my air signs most need to know? This energy is so light. Ooh, not the mouse. Ouch. Ouch, with the 7 of Wands. Air signs, are you going to be defensive to this information? It's a 5. And there's the other 5. Oh my God, air signs. Air signs, what the fudgins? Because for one, you guys may just be like, you know, there's the rider again. You guys, look at that with the dice and the bridge wanting to be seen. There's, oh my God, air signs. The reason I'm like dramatic with it is because the energy behind it, it's interesting, it's entangled, it's, can I trust it, can I not trust it, is this worth it, is it not worth it, what is, there's something coming in here that you're not too yielding to, but there is abundance here alongside, very rooted, very stable, very nourishing, very informative. We have the 9 of Cups here, which would give you a sense of joy. Seven of Cups here, this is crazy. Air signs, this is low-key crazy. Like, I'm not fully sure what to make of it, but I like it. We're gonna find out more. Let's see where we're going with this, because Seven of Pentacles want to be seen. There's so many ways I can take this, but it does feel like there's so many ways you can take this as well. We do have the Seven of Cups here with this tree here, but this tree feels nourishing. Both of these have rainbows on them. Oh my gosh. But this mouse here in the beginning, it's a sneaky. It may be a surprise. Oh shiz. They're bringing me to these apples as if, again, it's something nourishing. It's something nourishing. Okay, because you see, I could not place... Typically, this mouse is more of a lower nature. It's more of a lower vibrational card, but it doesn't feel lower vibrational. So that's why I couldn't place the energy. Like, well, why is it here? Especially next to abundance. And it's interesting, but it's a surprise that starts off small. It may start off as some bothersome detail that you're just like over at this point. Justice. I just heard, oh my God. I'm hearing this song and it's making my spirit want to dance, but it's making my heart want to cry. Wow. You know, that song has been a long time coming, but I know that a change is going to come. Oh my God, my heart. You guys have been making me cry lately. Oh, my heart, air signs. And it's justice. It's justice. It's slow. It's methodical. It's intricate. It's tedious. It's so many. It's the mouse. It's slowly nipping away. Some of you may have been diligently working, just diligently working, waiting for that hope, waiting for that door to be open to, I heard finalized, something being finalized. Look, we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom. Been working away at it, the mouse, and it's coming slowly but surely. Abundance is at your door. Oh my God, the sun following the Four of Swords. Keep your mind bent on what it is that's actually coming. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then we have the King and the Queen of Swords closing it out. What's behind her? The Two of Wands. And that Two of Wands, I really feel like it feels like this happily ever after energy. Three of Pentacles behind that. There's some kind of partnership coming in. It feels business related. I'm not going to call it love. It doesn't feel love. It feels elevation, establishing a position. This here that you've been working at, that's been slowly but surely, but you've been diligent to the course. We have Justice, Eight of Pentacles, Strength, Four of Swords, the Sun, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I thought this was the Four of Cups the whole time. Five of Cups, Page of Wands, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, Three of Pentacles. And I just heard with this Five of Cups, I heard I've been burned. You've been burned before, mouse. You've been let down before. in pursuing this endeavor, you've been let down before, but you're not allowing it, or you should not allow it to bring you down. This is a course of elevation. This is a course of success, achievement, accomplishment. Proving to yourself and possibly the world. We have the sun here. The whole galaxy can see the sun. You know what I mean? Like, it feels grand. It feels like this was the risk that was worth taking. You dabbled in this young... Oh my fucking God. I did not feel this as an immature energy, and we have the matured masculine behind it. You took the risk. You played it big. You gambled in that masculine energy. You grounded something. You worked at it diligently, dedicated. And we have the king and the queen of swords. The king of swords is a very masculine energy. Swords are a masculine energy within themselves. They're a logical element. Masculine energy is very logical. So you actually went outside yourself in order to take this gamble. And for you, it feels like the gamble was... There's almost like this energy of not... Fool's energy, not jumping off the bridge on an idea or a project or something. You actually worked diligently. You actually planned, plot, strategized, king and queen. You did the plan. You got it all in order. You laid out the map. You took the time to do the groundwork, to finalize the details before you went in. And again, that 5 of Cups energy, you've been burned before in the past, but it made you 9 of Pentacles. Confident, stronger, wiser. Page of Wands here. Still in this energy where you're willing to put yourself out there. Take that opportunity to try something new. Use your passion, Wand. Use your creativity. Use that spirit within, that fight or flight mentality, to fight for what it is that you really seek. You didn't take flight. You stuck the course. 4 of Swords, you've been through the battle, you've been through the war, you've come out of it stronger. 4, that's stability. You've come out of this with more mental stability and gratitude for the process and getting you where you need to be. This is why you took those slow, methodical steps in this mouse here. This is why you nipped away. You didn't set an end-all be-all course. You allowed yourself to conquer one goal at a time, proving to yourself more and more on a continual basis that I have gambled and it is paying off. You have 2 aces here with these masculine energies, also 28, 2 tens. That's also High Priestess and Strength energy with 2 and 8. So High Priestess, higher knowledge, leadership qualities, the potential to heal self and others, as well as life experiences and as a whole. You use that energy to work with you with this 8, this strength, this infinity, this as above, as is all around me. If I take the risk, spirit carries me the rest of the way, right? We have a 3 and a 9 here with these dice, that chance card, that taking the risk. A controlled fool's energy. We have the Empress with the Hermit, with the 3 and the 9. The Empress goes and creates. Similar to the King of Swords, creates their future. As the saying says, the best way to predict your future is to create it. You shook the dice and you're creating your future. Justice here. 8 of Pentacles, your works are paying off, and it's paying off through your strength, your loyalty, your diligence. When you plant the seed for this tree, you had in your mind that it will grow into fruition and become something very abundant. And this is very abundant. This is very nourishing to the soul. 7 of Cups is creating more and more opportunities. 5 for change. It's rooting you, but growing you at the same time. That's that infinity again, as above, as is all around you. It's up and over, up and down, up and out. It's all around. And I really feel, I keep hearing contract in this rider. This magician, I really feel like you've co-created a career. Not a job, not potential of, but a career. Something that nourishes you and also nourishes you on a physical level, 9 of Pentacles. The Sun, enlightenment, especially next to the 4 of Swords and strength. You've gained stability, enlightenment, and control in this process. Be very grateful and humble for that, and it's going to bring these blessings in faster and faster. With this abundance, we have the King of Pentacles as well as the 3 and the 4, which again is the Empress, and then we have the Emperor. So that's a beautiful pair within itself of that masculine feminine energy. Not only that, but again, Empress, Emperor. You birthed, Empress, this opportunity into your experience. Now it's time to Emperor. Be the boss, the leader. Knowing that fine line in spirituality and worldly, and still pulling the two together. I'm seeing it like a tying of the shoestrings in order to have a firmer stride. And this will be public. This will be publicly noticed. This is the 20th, so we have here also the High Priestess and the Fool. Eight of Swords is when this recognition and this this card is all about public eye, going public, others noticing, or being in the spotlight. There's an energy here of, especially next to the Sun, I just keep hearing boom, these blessings of abundance in so many different forms. And it's really tied to your dedication. 7 of Wands, there was energies that came against you. You really had to conquer. I read the 7s as internal, external. And with it being the 7 of Wands, that's internal, external conflict. You nipped away at it until it was resolved. The apple a day keeps the doctor away. You kept taking the bites that nourishes you. No matter what, you found a way. We have this bridge here, 3 and 8. Again, Empress and strength. You found the bridge, and they're bringing me to that bridge to higher self. You've crossed the bridge through higher self. And you walk through it in this Empress and strength energy. Absolutely beautiful, air signs. Wow. Wow. There's a decision coming in the future. And it feels like it is in regards to who you choose to partner with next. This may be a business going grander. In one form or another, we're all born unto people because we need each other. We're one. We are one yet individuals. Remember that, because you may have got here by yourself and spirit, but it's time for, again, with abundance in all forms. That's also in regards to you coming out of this 9 of Pentacles, no longer focusing on that 5 of Cups in any way. That 5 of Cups is ready to be flushed out. That's a part of what got you here, but that's not the element of you that's going to keep you in your next position. Remember, we had this in the beginning. You fought a good fight. Now it's time to soften yourself. Blessings will continue to flow in through love, appreciation, and the choice to live in your highest vibration possible. Honoring yourself and your integrity, your truth, and your differences. No matter what. You're about to enter a new chapter, air signs. honor yourself and allow the divine to bring in these new people, because especially because one of them they really may be holding a contract for you. I just heard 2 years. Some of you may be get a contract to create for 2 years, and after 2 years you review the contract. See if you want to stay with the company or go on your own, or however you want to do it. But there's something, even if, you know, take that how it resonates, that contractual aspect of the reading is going to be different for everyone, because of course everyone is doing something different. Therefore the contract and the things surrounding worldly matters that legalizes your deals, your negotiations, your whatever. Especially as the King and Queen of Swords, there's also that very logical aspect to it, where you don't let people sell you dreams. You don't let people buy your hopes and sell you their dreams. Wow. That was deep. You don't let people buy your hopes and sell you their dreams. Keep that in mind, air signs. Your intuition really will guide you and tell you right or wrong. Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow. Two of Swords. If you have to really retreat and do that air sign thing you do, where you go in your mind and say, does this fucking make sense? Do that. Do that, because you want to be honoring your truth before you choose to go into investments. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. But your decision will be guided. If you need to walk away, you'll walk away in confidence. If it's for you, you'll know. But only you and through your higher self can you really pull that information full. Only by going to the divine. Do you feel your way through which bridge is the right one to step off of? Okay. Queen of Wands, be very confident. King of Swords again, be very confident in your steps. Emperor, be very confident. That meticulous energy again. Don't completely change up your strategy, because remember we had the mouse. What got you there was this dedication, these slow steps. Now that you're going to enter into this faster cycle, it doesn't mean you wash away what got you here. It means you tweak it, you adjust. Again, you don't do the same thing you did that got you here, because you're on a new plateau. So you have to do something different, but don't stray away too far from what you know. It's kind of that don't forget where you came from energy, you know. And for some of you, that may mean once you start making more money, don't get bougie on your own life, because you're gonna cut away your soul tribe. And that would really be fucked up, low key. Whew. Earth signs, earth signs, earth signs. Whew. Let me properly close out. Air signs. Air signs, I love you. You guys, thank you for supporting and appreciating the channel. Earth signs, okay. Let's get your message, earth signs. Let's get your message, earth signs. Let's get your message, earth signs. Stepping into this energy, there is a light feel. But I'm being reminded that your earth, it's not an energy of stay in your element, but it's also, it's like it's an energy of don't forget to ground your steps. It's okay to mingle in the other elements of self. We're made up of different elements, but remember that earthy element where you're actually grounding, because there's a tide there, and you know, I always let spirit guide me, and there may be a reason why you're linked to air in the way that the videos have come out, because there is an airy feel here, but it doesn't feel like it's lingering from my air signs. It feels like maybe you have a lot of new thoughts, ideas, ways you want to incorporate different things for your future. But there's just this energy of reminding you to ground it, ground it, ground it, ground it. Communicate it and have patience. be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. I feel like some of you may be in this, and this is a small percentage of you, some of you may be like feeling forgetful. Like you're having a hard time remembering things, important or not. There's sometimes things are slipping your mind, and I feel like they're bringing me back to that air element. You're in this airy, or you're really entangled with air signs at this time. It's either the personal air in your makeup, in your chart. There's always a link in my description box in every video to access your birth chart. But it's either that you're really using that air in you, or you're really being influenced or working with air signs at this time. There's a strong energy of air in this. I'm hearing to take it. Earth signs, are you guys kind of in your feelings? Maybe ready to take a chance on love? Look at that. They keep showing me this. I think you're undecided on if you want to take a chance on love. And this may be why you're in this air energy. And typically love are cups, yes, but it's you're in thought about it. You're in your head. Some of you may be like, I want family, I want that special someone. Or I want my special someone to be what I want them to be, which is never a good idea, guys. You want people to be themselves, you just want the person that they are to be the right person for you. Right? Because this child energy, and it's not as if I feel, it's only a small feeling of this being associated to actually wanting a child or wanting to start a family. So with that being said, there may be a small part of you, or a small percentage of you, who want to actually start this family, have a child, or reminiscing on, sorry for your loss if you lost a child, but for the larger percentage of you, or the stronger energy coming across with this child energy here, is for this feminine aspect. There's an energy coming from a feminine energy in this that's longing for something desired in childhood in regards to emotional fulfillment. It's like a mental regression. It's like you're thinking of when your more childlike days, or when you were a child and you wanted this dream love, or you had this open heart. And masculine energies, it's coming across as this energy where you're reminiscing on when you were more open. I'm keep hearing gullible, and that's not to be perceived as gullible. It's pure, it's genuine, it's authentic, it's untamed, it's raw. It should not be viewed in a lower nature. Some of you, there's just this strong energy where you have to get back to this more childlike nature in order to really recapture love, in order to recapture and open your heart, to expand your heart. to get that chakra, heart chakra energy flowing and going. I'm also seeing a lot of blue as in like the throat chakra area. To get there's like this childlike energy that's trying to crack the seal on your heart and your throat. And you don't want to regress these kind of things. You don't want to, suppress these kind of things. We have 13 here. There's a transformation trying to be had here in the way that you relate to your inner child, or this youthful energy. For some of you, this is really tied to the innocence that you want to return back to your experience. Some of you may have been in lower vibrational experiences often in your past, and there's an energy of a desire for a reset. We have 1 and 3 with 13 here. So we have death, we have the magician, and we have the empress. There's also a very strong tie here to, in these moments where you're allowing yourself to be carried away with this childlike energy, whether it be thoughts of the past, your childhood, the positive things you've experienced, or whether it be tied to just this youthful innocence, or even they keep drilling it in. It's also a connection to the soul within your being, longing for that freedom. The freedom of being external to the vessel. And there's like a fine line here between that passion to continue and that desire to just kind of go back and have it, to an easier time. But there's this just strong pull to, it's like Spirit is trying to say, a part of the reason that you're going through, and this can be consciously or unconsciously, we dream every night. It's just oftentimes our spirit is so heavy from this fucking dense reality, not knowing the truth, not being in this place where we want to be conscious of our dreams. So we're taking that time in the morning to not deal with technology, to go within self, to write down dreams, dream journal, things like that. But there's this energy where if it's unconscious and you're not really having these, or say you had a bad childhood, or what can be perceived as a bad childhood, there's still that energy present. And if that's the case for you, it's that your soul is experiencing these, I hear lucid dreams, but the problem is the conscious. If it's not sticking to the conscious, it's because of the heart needing to open, needing to get back right, get that energy back right, get the throat chakra back right, all the way up from the heart up. This is a very feminine energy. So it would serve you to tap into that feminine energy, to meditate, to go to the higher councils. I keep hearing dreamlike. You're getting so much help on different levels in this dream state. And it's beautiful because even if you're unconscious to it upon awakening, that energy still stands. That energy is still within you. It's trying to lighten the vibration, to pull you into this living in upper self, not just being able to visit when you want to, but to actually live in higher self. And maybe that is that air energy I kept feeling, that higher, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. We have High Priestess and the Emperor here with 24. It's also a 6, which is the Lovers. The only way out of this is up. It's up. It's in the heart. It's in the mind. It's in spirit. There is no worldly fix. There is no worldly fix. The only question is, will you take this leap of faith? Will you let your heart open fully? Will you acknowledge the different elements within yourself and begin to really incorporate them in your experience? This is the question. As an earth sign, you're used to operating in an earth element. Grounded, stable. Physical, worldly. This is asking you entirely to step out of your element. We have the dice here. Dice, this is taking that gamble, taking that chance. The divine is asking you to step out of your element. And by stepping out of your element, we get the Hermit. Your true path. Beauty. Gifts. Love. Grace and mercy, I'm even hearing. Queen of Swords, clarity. Capable, I'm hearing, abilities. There's an unlocking of a higher level of self, a removing of the blocks, the current standstills. We have 30 and 21, that also brings us to a 3, so 3 and 3. Very Empress energy. 1 relates to the Magician, 2 relates to the High Priestess, 3 relates to the Empress, 0 relates to the Fool. With the Fool and the Empress, you can bring life to pretty much anything. Especially with the Magician and the High Priestess. That's the perfect blend. That really will bring in anything. Just remember as a child, where you had this innocent imagination or this vivid imagination. You know how easy it is to manifest as a child. There's little to no resistance to your beliefs. They're asking you to embody that. This childlike energy is asking you to go within yourself. Look at this, and I just got these recently. Imagine, dream, create. They're asking you to step outside of your comfort zone, do something different, and create solely from a higher aspect of self. There's not much logic or reason to this, and that is the gamble of shaking the dice. The unexpectancy is how you really get your blessing. Wow. It is through unexpectance and doing different things, taking the leap of faith, having the courage to be different, do different, think different, act different, attract different, accept different, remove different. Wow. Earth signs. If you haven't been feeling yourself lately, it's with reason. And I honestly heard, if you haven't been feeling yourself lately, good. It's one of the telling signs that difference is here, new is here, change is here. To have different, you have to do different. To be different, you have to become different. To know different, you have to be willing to learn different. Different comes through differences. Wow. Be the difference you want to create, and be the difference you want to be. Because all of that comes together and changes whatever you felt stood in your way before. Wow. Whatever you felt stood in your way before. Through this wisdom, you really find the direct guidance with the star. That's also about healing, nurturing, staying a course, finding your path, rising above it all, using your insight, your intellect, your wisdom, your higher self, the higher counsel. Magician, High Priestess brings us to the Empress. I mean, all of them are speaking the same language. 12 and 21, the exact same thing. Your obstacles only come in when you reverse the way that you need to operate. Tower, to have change, you have to operate in your higher self. There's no getting around it. Again, we have the Empress and the Fool, the Magician and the Lovers. You're gonna have to operate in your higher self. Any difficulties, any challenge, any karmic patterns, any lack mentalities, any fearfulness, any creative blocks, any imagination, what do they call those? I guess you can just call it another block. To remove all these things, you're going to have to operate in the higher chakras. You're going to have to operate in your higher self. You're going to have to be wise about it. There's a difference in wisdom and intellect, and it really says to me that you're going to have to use both. And for some of you, there's that element of even when you know the answers, even when you know the truth, even when you are truly the one in control in this, there's also an energy here where you let life tell you certain things. Let life speak to you. People, places, things, any noun. There's a return. There's a return in love and favor here. Oh my Jesus, I'm telling you, we have the Fool and the Star. There's a return in favor here. And going outside of yourself and doing and being different, allowing yourself to really navigate. You have Double Star here. And again, that energy of let life tell you. Strength and the Ace of Pentacles. Everything is going to begin to speak to you. When you align these upper chakras, Queen of Cups, look at that, Four of Cups. When you align and you go into your higher nature, go with the flow. It's a time to speak, it's a time to listen, it's a time to act, it's a time to be still. All discernment comes through your higher self. You don't want to receive guidance from a lower vibration. Let it connect on an inner level. Listen to your gut. Listen to your logic, your reason. Listen to spirit. This may be especially with strength. It can feel difficult, especially with strength being right under this dice here, taking that gamble. You're going to have to let your heart lead you. Look, oh my God, I'm telling you. You're going to have to let your heart. It's that energy of honor your emotions and structure them with logic. You're going to have to let your heart and your mind and spirit really lead you moving forward, because this change coming, and it's really a part of it being brought in from this childlike self. It may be a dream you've always had. It may be this I want a successful career, family, big home, beautiful cars, whatever this is to you. It can be brought into fruition when you align this upper aspect of yourself, when you really go into higher self. All of these dreams, all of this, and some of you may have even written it down. That was a petition to the universe as a child, for these things to come into fruition when you are ready. And you have to go through death and transformation to be ready for this abundance and this complete change. The dance of change that brings in harmony through a shift in perspective. It changes everything, but you have to listen to yourself. You have to balance and bring and use all these different elements of self. Chariot, High Priest, to get to where you need to be. You can't be in this mental prison about it. Okay, Earth signs. That's going to be your reading. Just to make sure YouTube doesn't screw us over on the video, because we may be cutting it close, I'm not sure. But I love, love, love and appreciate you guys. Whatever you were calling in as a child, it can be brought into fruition now if you allow yourself to go within your higher nature. So I love and appreciate you guys. Support each other. Have a great one.